Freeform text. It's a feature that was introduced last month in iOS, where that basically allows you to add text to any photo, any card within the Project Life app. And the reviews that we've heard from our iOS friends have been a resounding, what the heck, this is amazing. You've pretty much made my dreams come true.
It's like the greatest update ever.
But the only downfall to that update was the fact that we were not able to have FFT ready for Android at the same time. And we know that in general, we hear that our Android friends feel a little bit neglected, and that is certainly by no means intentional.
No.
We always do our best. We really were trying to push to have the Android FFT ready for last month as well. But guys, it's an amazing feature, and it's a heck of a lot of work for our good friend Devin.
Android has a lot of different devices.
Devin!
He just gave her this.
Oh,
Devin! We love you, Devin!
That.
Hey. Yeah,
I'll
that.
just diddle that. I'm not going to try that. Devin, you know how we feel.
I really am coughing because we were laughing so hard before this broadcast started that I'm still catching up.
100 years old, and our bodies do weird things now when we just laugh.
We are almost 100 if you put our ears together.
Yeah, well, we are over.
No, we're not. Because we're not each over the age of 50. But anyway, we're getting close, guys.
I know, Matt.
Okay, so we know that it is May 16th, which is the day before my daughter's birthday. It is also a day after halfway through the month. I guess technically May has 31 days, so it's kind of really the middle.
We're in the middle. We're in the middle of the month.
And we typically have our updates out before now. And so we know that some people, a lot of people, in many different forums and social comments have been asking
that we might be
what the heck is going on with the update?
Yeah.
When's it coming? You know, we've seen a lot of speculation as to why there's been a delay. We've seen people making comments of, sure, we'll probably get the update and FFT for Android won't be there. So we've seen a lot. We see your comments.
Yeah, someone just left a mad emoji.
Oh.
Like they hit the mad thing.
I hope
sorry.
that was an accident. That was an accidental emoji.
Surely it was an accident.
There are lots of things in this life to be mad about, but this is not one of them.
Yes.
Because it's going to be here, like today.
Like,
Oh, did I just say that? Like very soon.
Right now, pretty much. So what you don't know is right before this broadcast.
Wait.
What?
Someone said just do me a favor and say Laurel.
Oh my gosh! And I did hear Laurel because apparently my ears are super old.
I heard Laurel too.
I did not.
My little boy was like
whatever. The other
what
word
is the other one? Yummy.
And my husband heard neither of them. So
Sorry,
whatever.
Don't get off on a tangent. No one knows what you're talking about.
Tony just interrupted me.
Except for Jessica.
When I was trying to say that just before this broadcast, we asked our dear developer friend Devin if he would push the little button to let loose the update. So, in about a little while, because it takes some time to propagate to the iOS App Store, and it takes a little bit of time for Android to kind of catch up to things, but maybe by the end of this broadcast, there's a really good chance that you're going to be able to update your device to the newest update, which
It's
has
2.17.
Is it 2.17? I don't know. Wendy keeps track of that stuff. I don't. But you'll notice that I have my Android tablet here.
And I have mine
right here, so that I can show you a page that I did the other day.
Our boss likes better.
Look at hers. Bigger is better. But if you look at this, I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to come closer to the camera. Sorry. I hate when I do this because it's like super awkward. But anyway, can you guys see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, sorry, you guys, I'm getting the blinds. But basically what that comes down to, people, is FFT for Android.
Yay.
Wait, what?
I'm partying in the back here.
Wendy's partying in the back.
Appy.
But really.
Yeah, FFT. I think I just lost an eardrum.
Are you okay? I can't wait to watch that. It's about to happen.
Anyway,
Hey.
it's here, and we're ready to talk about it. So, what are your questions?
Oh my gosh, FFT for Android, you guys, it's part of this update. So the update on the update is that the update just got pushed out, and you should be able to update your device.
Lots of happy people.
Hopefully by the end of this broadcast. So,
Right.
a couple of things to mention about FFT. Go ahead. for Android.
So Kari we put together this little video, just like we have in iOS, on how to use FFT. It's a little bit different in Android than iOS. There's a couple little things you have to do differently to in order to add text box. You want to show?
I was going to say, and it's not really different, but for example, I'm going to come closer, you guys. I'm sorry.
Someone asked what was in your cup. Maybe you're drinking a little bit this morning.
Well, maybe I probably should have been. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna.
Is it too bright?
No, it's. I get the lines, the blind lines on it. Like when it does this, you can see the blinds. So I'm trying to tip it back a little bit. Anyway, basically the way that it works, we're gonna add a card. Okay, we're gonna add any sort of like a journaling card, but I'm gonna try and find one that is. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's go like this. Okay. All right. So when I tap on it, I'm going to tap the journaling box. Now this is a journaling card, which means that it has a journaling box formatted for the card, but you can still do the multiple text boxes within the card. And let me show you how to do that. Here's the biggest thing that I have noticed when working with Android, okay, which is this little up-down arrow. It's underneath the X. When you tap on that, that's what's going to expose all of your text editing features, changing color, font, size, all that, including the little plus mark. Oops, sorry. Plus mark right there. That is what you need to add a text box. So you would tap the little plus sign, and then you can see that text box is going to pop up. So I'm just going to drag around. I have no idea what words it's going to put up there. Okay, and then from there, you can resize, you can move it along. My tablet, there you go. See how you can just drag the corner and you can move it. I'm not typing any specific words here, okay? But then you'll notice that my text editing features are no longer there. So in order to add the next text box, you need to tap the little up-down arrow that's underneath the X again to expose your text editing features, and then you would add your plus sign again, tap on that, and it will add a second plus box.
And then Kari,
yes, ma'am.
if you want to change the color of that font,
yes,
as you're adding it, you're going to have to hit the up-down arrow again. So you're going to, between each thing you do, you got to hit that little arrow.
Yep. Every time you add a text box, essentially it resets it and it hides those. So sorry, it's really hard for me to do that. But then you would go in, you can change the color, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can resize the text by using, I'm going to be really careful sitting down this time. You can resize the text using that dragging corner, and you can move it around, you can drag it, you can rotate it using that corner, or you can still
use it the old-fashioned way.
You can do the slider as well.
That's the old-fashioned way.
Because that's the old-fashioned way now. I know, isn't that so funny?
And so you'll have in YouTube today, later today, that video will be available. We'll put it in. Is it going to be in Android just like we had?
Yes, it is. So yeah, so when you actually,
yeah.
When you go to purchase it for the first time, the way that it works is you will go in, you'll go to either add a journaling card or add a photo. If you add a photo, you'll see a new icon with a little text box in the left-hand side. If you tap on that for the first time and you don't own Freeform text, it will give you a little pop-up that basically explains what it is. It's $2.99, just like it is on iOS.
One time charge. As long as you're on the same account, it's yours forever.
Yep.
And
from there, you can either say I'm in, which just takes you to purchase it. There's one that it says either see more or something like that. If you tap on that, it will show you the video that walks you through the process. It's just a little tutorial. There's no words or anything. It's just a visual video that shows. Sorry.
And if you miss the video, it's going to be on YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube. Yep. So,
on our YouTube channel, Becky Higgins LLC.
Yeah. Okay. And I thought that I saw somebody asked if there is an update for iOS as well. Yes, the update is coming for both. Obviously, iOS already has FFT, so that is not a part of it.
But you get your new kits.
Yes. Which
that's exciting.
We have a ton of them. Do you want to talk about kits really quick?
I like kits.
And then we'll answer questions.
Well, one thing that's exciting is there's a running kit for all of the runners out there like me.
I'm a super
I
good
have
runner.
to document all of my running.
But it also covers track, it covers races, it covers all that. And I know a lot of people, Wendy's kids, Becky's kids, just finished their first track season. So it's a great one for that. We know we've been adding a lot of sports kits, and so that's running. It's the one that's coming this month. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, also.
It's in every man's sport.
Which one are they really waiting for right now?
Well, Yes. I've only answered this 100 times, which I don't mind. I really actually love talking to you guys. And May, the Project 12 May is out. So you guys that have been waiting for a couple of weeks because you want to do it right off the bat, your kits are there and you can document away.
Yep.
Document
And
May.
another one that is in the app. There's actually 8 new kits this month, you guys. That is
A lot of kits.
a lot. And they're great. But another one that was released in digital a few weeks ago, and of course, every time we release something digital, we hear, when's it coming to the app? When's it coming to the app? When's it coming to the app? Well, the Character Magic kit, which is Disney inspired, is also being added this month as an update, which, hello, perfect. There's a lot of people that are probably going to Disney for summer vacations. Maybe you just went for spring break. So here we have another kit that is inspired by our favorite and happiest place on earth. And
Disney's actually requested a lot. Like, there's a lot of people who have begged for Disney.
And we
so
know
we've
that,
done our
but we
best.
also know that Disney is sticky territory because of copyrights and trademarks and all of that good licensing stuff. So, Character Magic is going to be in the app as well.
So yeah, you guys get all of that stuff. iOS gets something, and Android gets a lot of stuff.
Android gets the big kahuna today. So we hope that you guys are so excited about that. And the way that you show us you're excited about it is to go to the app and buy it. Freeform text. I really think that you will love it.
So another way you can show us that you're excited is we can have you share this broadcast with your friends if you're on Android. Because last time when we gave when we gave you FFT to iOS, we gave that feature away to a few people, and we want to do that again today for our Android friends. So if you're an Android friend of ours, share it with some of your friends, and we'll see that, and we'll pick you. Maybe
we are going to give away the Freeform text feature to 3 lucky winners who share this broadcast. So if you have an Android device and you're dying to get FFT for free, which, hello, it's only $2.99, which is like, I don't know, the best $2.99 you'll ever spend. But if you want to get a chance to get it for free, share this broadcast here on Facebook, and we will draw 3 winners from the people who share the broadcast. So, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep, that's good stuff.
Love
I'm
winners.
going to ask you this question real quick.
Okay.
Popping here
Yep.
on the screen.
Tony's taking down some
This
questions
is
for us.
from Don Douglas. So this might be one where she just needs to email you, but let me just say it out loud.
Okay.
She said, Wendy, the 6x8 templates do not reset to the kit I'm using. So whenever I'm creating a new page, I have to search down my kit again. In normal pages, the kit's remembered.
So, in other words, does she have do we have a kit in preferences? We don't have kits.
No.
That's strange.
I would have her.
Yeah,
because I'm confused.
You don't know what
You
kit
might
it is.
have to just pick your kit every time. I mean,
Email
if
through-
you've done a new page.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would email through the green question mark just because that will let Wendy know like what device you're using, what update or
what
version of
you're
the app
on.
you're using, all that good stuff. That's the best way to kind of troubleshoot things is to have all that information.
Well, and then I could probably understand your question better too, because I'm still a little bit iffy on that. So, Dawn, we'll talk, and I'll help you.
Other questions?
Should we answer the iOS or okay? Someone asked, and someone answered, but go ahead and answer it anyways. Can you do freeform text on a journaling card in iOS?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
You just have to use your journaling box first. Like when you're on the journaling card, if you tap in that journaling box, it's gonna pull it up and you can write in that, and then you tap on that's what will bring you the plus sign, and that's when you tap on the plus sign.
Yeah. I think that's why people get confused because here's the deal. Journaling cards versus filler cards. Filler cards are just artwork, which means there's no text
box
built into them. The regular journaling cards still have text boxes built into them. The beauty of that is simplicity. The text boxes are actually shaped. Some of those text areas have specific borders or shapes that are kind of cut into them. So we build the text boxes to actually fit the shape of the journaling. But with Freeform text, you now have the option to kind of add it wherever. So by default, if you are using a journaling card, meaning a journaling card has a journaling space, when you tap on the little journaling icon, the little paper with the pencil, by default, it will automatically go to the main programmed text box, which will take you typically to the upper left corner of the card so that you can fill that whole box. If you don't want to use that box at all, you don't have to. Just tap the plus then it will add the Freeform text box, and then you can move those around.
The plus does not appear until you start.
Right, you have to tap
and that's
on the
where
editing.
people I think are confused. Like,
Right.
so
there you go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, a couple other questions.
Okay.
Okay, someone just joined it. She had to take a call. This is Tracy. She says, "Can you let them know when Freeform text will be available on Android?"
Well, Tracy, today's your lucky day. It's happening today.
Yep.
We're so excited for you.
There's a very good chance that by the end of this broadcast, you guys will be able to find it. It just takes some time, and we really did ask Devin to push those magical buttons right before we got on the broadcast, with the hope that we could distract you long enough from trying to update the App Store. We know the App Store is probably going, who are all these crazy people that keep checking the Budget Life app?
Tracy, you might be able to get it for free if you share this broadcast with your friends. We'll see that you're sharing it, and you'll go into a drawing, and then 3 people get FFT for free today.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Another cool thing that we added this month, we've added to both platforms, and it's not really a huge ad necessarily, but really it is something that is super convenient for you guys. We know a lot of people are like always looking for our tutorials and things like that. And so in the main home screen now, when you tap on the green question mark, there's a few extra options there, and one of them is video tutorials. If you tap on the one that says video tutorials, it will actually take you out of the app directly to YouTube, to a playlist that we have that has tutorials right there. So that is really helpful. It makes it easy for you to go and find maybe some extra tidbits of information that you're looking for. We also added in the option, if you're not following us on social media, which those of you who are here in this broadcast probably are, but if you tap on this bottom one, follow us, it'll actually pull up the icons to
show you where to like us.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. All of those will have direct links so that you can follow us on all those different
The green question
platforms.
mark is like my favorite thing on the app.
It's pretty much magical.
There's lots of good stuff.
The green question mark could potentially be replaced with a unicorn. It's like a unicorn.
A sparkly unicorn.
Right? Like, it could be this sparkly unicorn, like, when in doubt of all things magical, tap this button right here.
Or just my floating head.
Yes, or that. Wendy's picture. We should just replace the green question mark with Wendy's picture. I agree with that. I vote for that. Anyone else vote for that?
I think they are not voting.
I say we should put a poll on Instagram stories to ask if we should replace the button with a magical unicorn or Wendy's headshot.
Tim supports it.
Tim supports it.
Tim, I love Tim.
So,
Tim.
couple questions. Someone said I don't understand how to get free FFT for Android. So the free is just the screen.
Yeah, if you share this broadcast, which if you're watching us on Facebook, you can. I think there's a little icon.
Yeah, it's a little arrow and it says share. Just tap on that.
Tap on that and then share it with your friends. They'll love you. And then we'll see that you've shared it, and you'll go into a random drawing, and we're picking 3 people to get it for free.
And what's important to remember when you're sharing the app with your friends, last month as part of the Big Kahuna update, we made the Project Life app free. So there's no longer a charge for the app, which makes it so easy to share the app with your friends. Anybody that has seen you using it to do your pages and has gone, what is that? What are you using? You can now say, this is it, and share it with them so that they can know exactly what it is. They can download it for free. They can try it out because it comes with a bunch of free kits and free templates. And then you can say, yeah, sorry for getting you hooked on that. Now you're going to be tossing your Starbucks into 99-cent purchases every month.
Well, and a few people were asking us. In fact, Tony and I have a really good friend that was like, I paid for the app. Why do I have to pay for FFT? I should get my free FFT. Well, the thing is, we have Devin who works really, really hard on these updates, and he has to get paid. So it can't be free, but we've made it very reasonable. I felt like if we charged $10, a lot of people would still buy it, but they shot that down. So
Wendy tried to charge you more. No, just kidding.
$2.99.
But it really is. It's super affordable.
It's worth it.
And I mean, I would say en masse, the people that we have heard from have said it is worth a gajillion times more, but worth every penny of the $2.99.
And the truth of the matter is, you guys were doing it already using workarounds. If the $2.99 is a problem, then you can still use the workaround.
Yeah,
so.
And that's exactly it. It's an option. We wanted to add it as an option. It's probably the number one thing we've heard about for
a long time.
2.5,
since
going on
the
3
app
years
was born.
or whatever. Yeah, since the app was born. So yeah, we are so delighted to have it available in the app, so you don't have to go anywhere else to do it anymore.
Yep.
Someone just said, well, I didn't have the app or anything, but you girls have now just sold it to me.
Oh,
Yes!
yay!
What's your name?
You will be so excited.
Hefster, Hevster. Hefster.
Well,
Okay.
you're going to love it.
You are going to
You
love it.
are welcome.
Yep.
And you know what? You're super smart.
Yes. Tap on that green question mark and go to the video tutorials, because we've added that direct link now, and that should just get you started. But
Right.
really, Wendy and I have talked about this many times. The best way to learn the app or to get started is literally
Just to do it.
open the app and start tapping around. Like, you can't screw it up.
Well,
it's not
and
gonna.
when you're in the green, check the question mark, the green question.
That.
I can't talk. When you're in there, there's something that says help text, and you can tap on that, and that will enable. So it'll show you prompts, and you can turn that off later if you want. But it's another way. As you're tapping through and working on it on your own, it'll show you the prompts, and that's helpful too. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Lots of good
we're gonna
stuff.
go through a couple questions.
Okay.
Jessica asked if we have any new templates coming to the app anytime soon.
We will have more templates coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have added all of your suggestions on our wish list.
Yep.
And I talked to Kari and Laurie about them, and
Yep.
talk about what's being asked for the most, and that's how we make some really important decisions.
We've obviously spent some good time really focusing on getting some new and more niche, and by niche I mean they're not necessarily broad to everyone, because for example, running is not something that everyone does. Running is not something
Why
that
not? It's so
a lot of
easy.
people do or care about, but we know that there are people that do, and so we've really been working hard to add a lot of kits recently that we have had a lot of requests for. And so when we're working on one thing, sometimes we have to put something else to the side, so we haven't done as many templates lately. But yeah, if you guys knew everything we had going on in the background, like, you would be
There's
way
a
more
lot of
you would be
stuff.
way more impressed with us than you are just watching us.
We're really
I'm just
impressive, even though you can't tell.
Okay. Someone asked if we could recommend a photo editing on Android, since PicTap goes there, and a couple people said Snapseed.
Snapseed, yes.
That's who I would say as well.
Yes, it is not integrated directly into the app, but there are basic photo editing features in the Android app. But yeah, Snapseed is one. I've used it even on iOS. It is available for iOS as well, and it's definitely a good one. So.
Yep. And while we're on Facebook, I want to give a little shout out to App Scrappers. There's a lot of really
Simply
good
Project
information.
Life.
Simply Project Life.
Yes.
Really good information on those pages, and there's some helpful ladies over there.
Yes.
And guys.
Somebody
Sean, I know you're there.
Yeah.
But
somebody actually specifically brought them up.
Yeah.
yes.
The ladies in the Simply Project Life group will be so happy.
Yes, App Scrappers, Simply
Simply
Project
Project
Life.
Life.
They have a few different groups. Some of them are way more robust in terms of using lots of other apps to create pages. But the Simply Project Life group is one where they really focus
That
on
was Teresa.
all the stuff that is shared.
Thank you, Teresa.
Only being done in the Project Life app. But they have shared all kinds of really crazy cool, like,
Well, they have great ideas.
fun things,
Yeah.
creative uses
Yeah.
with the freeform text for adding masks and things like that. So that's not something that we're necessarily going to promote, because our goal is to help people
Do
keep
it
things
simply,
simple
yeah.
and get it documented. But there's a ton of creativity being shared in that group. So if you're looking for just tips, tricks, advice, inspiration, they share a lot of stuff. We are in no way affiliated with that group. We
aren't getting paid for this advertisement.
We didn't start it, but we are supportive of them because
it's
they do
helpful.
a lot of great
and
things.
And I send people there that are new, sometimes that have questions that are like, they want to do a lot of more abstract things with the app. I'm like, I know some people.
Yeah.
That might be able to help you. So
Okay, a couple other questions.
Yes.
Someone asked about copying and pasting into the freeform text boxes. Are you able to
do that?
Okay, so she wasn't able to do that. She said, "Is that a glitch?" So maybe have her name.
Well,
is Christine.
if it's not happening, it has more to do with your device than with it should. I mean, the thing about copying and pasting, whenever you copy and paste into the app, you need to make sure that things aren't shifted, because it's not an exact science. So when you get it in there and you paste your text in there, make sure that all of your words are in there. You might have to mess with the line spacing.
Well, and typically you're copying from one app into another app, and so sometimes that doesn't always go as smoothly as you would hope.
Right.
For it
I
to.
mean, even
Like
in
you're copying
email,
from
I have to redo it several times sometimes. So I would say keep trying. this sounds crazy and really simplistic, but a lot of times when something is not working correctly, close the app, power down to your device, and then restart it. And a lot of times it magically starts working again. And
something about restarting.
if you're still having problems, please email me. Tap the green question mark. Send me a question in that email. That'll give me all the information I need, because it might be a glitch. And in fact, with Android, because there's so many different devices and they all have little different, like little quirks and things, it can be really tricky trying to find those bugs and fix them. So
yes, I was gonna say definitely with Android, especially as FFT is a new feature. And we only have so many different ways to test it. I mean, Devin does a really good job of trying to do sandbox testing on all different makes and models and platforms and all that good stuff. But still, there's going to be things that probably slip through. And so emailing Wendy through the green question mark is the best way for us to start troubleshooting all of that, because that will specifically tell her what device, what version of Android you're running, what version of the app you're running, all that good stuff. So that's the best way for us to be able to help you in troubleshooting. Because then
it sounds like because someone said, Christy said, no one on the Simply group has been able to copy and paste.
Oh,
Since
interesting.
the option won't even show up. I'm on iPhone. We've tried to copy from one text box to another.
I haven't tried to copy from one text box to another within the app.
Yeah.
Right, and I haven't either. If I was trying to move the text to a different box, I would just tap and drag it.
Yeah.
But
so Kelly still jumped in and said copying and pasting from Apple's Notes app works really well.
But that's what I was.
That's where I always copy.
I was just gonna say,
so
like,
it does
when
work
in
on
doubt,
Apple.
copy it, paste it into a note, and then try copying it from a note and pasting it back to where you want it in the app. That came to my mind. So thanks, Kelly.
So there's that. Brenda asked about journaling using the Apple Pencil.
Okay. No, it's not possible right now. It's a whole nother
that would
technicality.
Be a whole developmental thing.
Yes.
that Devin would have to spend a lot of hours on.
That being said, I actually have an Apple Pencil. It's something that I did bring up to Devin a while ago. Devin, I don't know if you remember that conversation.
I remember.
Wink, wink. But that's not to say it won't ever happen. We definitely have a list of other priorities that we're working on that will be more applicable
maybe
across.
By 2020.
Maybe more applicable across the board. But just know that is something that has come up in our conversations, and it's not being ruled out. It's just not at the top of our priority list based on other things that we have in the works.
Devin just put 3 question marks.
Devin, don't pretend like you forgot about our conversation about the Apple Pencil.
Okay. This is not app related, but Tracy asked if we're going to be at Pinners in Phoenix.
I think that we are.
I think so.
Yeah, that's
November.
We're going to be there in November.
Yeah, I was going to say, truth be told, we haven't talked a lot about shows at all. We knew that this year was a year that we were...
I think that's the one we're doing this.
Yeah, we've pared down.
Yes, that is...
So we've been focusing on product development and all kinds of new things. And so, but we are going to go to the Arizona Pinners. We're excited.
Okay.
It's like
we're
my
going
thing, because I love talking.
And they pushed it back this year too. It used to be it used to be the first week in October, which conflicted with spring breaks around here.
Spring breaks in October?
I mean, sorry, fall break. That break, the one that's in the fall.
Well, that's when spring happens here.
Actually, it feels like spring in October is really what it feels like. So
first of all, Devin said Apple what? So we'll ignore it.
Devin.
Amanda just said she got the update on her iPhone. So it's
look at that, guys. It's coming.
Okay.
It's totally coming.
Is any Android people?
Let me see.
I want to hear from you. Have you gotten FFT yet?
Kimberly asked if there's a way to favorite or organize kits in the app.
Not yet. But it's on our list, and we know, like, it's an issue. I go through kits every day, because when I'm troubleshooting with people, or I'm looking for a card that someone's having trouble with, I have to go through all those kits too. And so that's why Devin, last update, made it to where when you're going through the cards, at least it holds your place.
Yeah, if you tap on a kit now, and you come back out of it, you don't go all the way back to the
But I know we have a ton of kits, and so we are working on ways that we can organize those better for you, so it's easier to find stuff that you're looking for. We don't know what that's going to look like yet, but that is on the list. It's a big one. There's a lot of big ones right now. So
and just like when we added folders so that you could order your organize your pages, it's the same sort of a thing. I mean, it's definitely it's an organizational component that has to be really thought through in terms of how it functions best for different people and all that kind of stuff. So and we don't all organize the same, which makes it a little bit tricky. And unfortunately, or fortunately, really, we do have some other awesome things that we're working on that will probably come before that. But that doesn't mean it's not coming.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
you know.
We're going to give you some options.
Yeah.
Several Android people are saying that they're getting their updates.
Yay!
I'm so happy
See,
for
you guys, like, we can practically hear your cheers from here.
I'm a very empathetic
Really?
person, and I'm very happy right now. I'm happy for
Okay,
you.
I'm going to answer this one for Charla. I know you can't see me.
That's
She
Tony.
asked, are the overstock sale items in the physical shop being discontinued anytime soon? The answer for that is no. We just had too much of it, so we put some of it on sale to kind of reduce that how much we have. I can't talk right now.
Right.
Anyway, so go buy it while it's on sale.
Yeah, buy it while it's
And
on
then-
sale.
And then the clearance items, yes, the
Those
clearance
are
items are the ones that are gonna be gone for good. So go get it.
Yeah.
I think there was the last I looked, I could look right now.
If it's on clearance and you buy it, that'll be the last time you buy it,
Right.
probably.
Ooh,
Right.
while we're talking about the physical shop, because this pertains to that.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to shopbeckyhiggins.com and tap or click, I always say tap because I'm used to talking about
Yeah.
mobile devices and the app, and it was instilled in my brain a long
Click
time
with
ago to
your
tap. But yeah,
mouse.
go to the shop, go to physical, and then we have added a new category on the physical shop. It's at the very bottom underneath overstock and clearance, and it says app print accessories.
Woo-hoo.
When you click on that, you will see pretty much everything that is meant to help you with your printed app pages. So you'll find all the 8x10, 10x10, or sorry, 8x8, 10x10, 12x12 page protectors, the albums in the different sizes, the slick writers, which are so great for writing on your printed pages, the envelope pages, all of those things that really are great for like when you get that package in the mail from White House that has all your beautiful pages in it, that you have the products right there in order for you to just slip those pages into albums. So we finally were able to just get that added yesterday. Devin is also going to add links to that direct link in the shop into the app update, but that it will probably come in the next update. But just so you know, when you are shopping and you're like, oh, I need to get some stuff, I've got pages coming, whatever, just go to shopbeckyhiggins.com, click on physical, and then go down to the very bottom of the sidebar where it says app print accessories, and that's where you'll find all the page protectors, albums, and all the good stuff.
And I've got some really good advice. If you are ordering your prints for the first time, you've like saved up and you've got like 70 prints and you're gonna print them. As soon as you have that order and you've made the decision on what size print you're gonna have, go and get your album and your page protectors, because if it's at your home when those prints get there, I can't even tell you, like, it's so exciting to have them. And then in like 5 minutes later, they're in a book and it's done and it's gorgeous and your kids can look at them and all your
Your book
neighbors,
doesn't have to be
bring your neighbors
finished.
over, they want to see your pages.
Yes, your book doesn't have to be finished.
You don't have to like do a whole book and like worry about all of that. Just do your
Print as you
pages.
go.
Yeah, print as you go, which is so lovely that you can just add to your albums.
Yes,
So-
and I believe that the big packs of 8x8 are still out of stock.
Yes,
Is that right?
we should have them back at the beginning of June.
Okay, that's what I thought. I knew that they were coming soon, so I just wanted to give you that heads up too. The big pack of 8x8 pages, which is 60 in a box, which is amazing. That'll hold 120 of your printed pages because they're front to back. You can put them in front to back. Those will be coming back the beginning of June, but we do have the individual packs, which I think is either 10 or 12 pages in those packs. We do still have those if you're looking for the 8x8 size.
And you can go to the 8x8 big pack in the shop and click the blue,
Yes.
the little blue button.
Oh, to let you know. It'll
Yes, it
notify
says
you.
notify me, and then you'll get an email as soon as those come back in stock. It will notify you on the big pack. Any product actually that's out of stock in our shop, but since we're specifically talking about those app products, just click on that notify me, and it'll send you an email as soon as they come back.
Okay. One other question. Someone asked, does text wrap in FFT?
It does not.
No.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna have to hit the return.
Yeah.
Button.
You'll have and with
spell
that.
check is not there. Like, there's a couple of things that we'll fine tune hopefully later. But for right now, you have to like click some stuff.
Yeah. So for right now, but since it doesn't wrap, it will just continue to go in a nice long line, but it will not spill from one pocket into the next pocket. So the freeform text is actually still contained within the individual pockets. So if you're writing a line of text that's like this long, you're not going to see it on this end or this end. So you'll have to actually either resize that text box or go in and figure out where you need to return, and do it that way.
Yep.
Someone asked if we would be launching photo books. Okay, will you be launching photo book printing in portrait landscape size soon? Like 6x8. She wants to do 6x8 books.
Again, it's on our list of things
That is
we
on
know.
the list.
Yeah.
We have we know there's a lot of people that like that size and want to do books in that size. You can do albums that way right now, right? We have the
We
albums.
have some 6x8.
And we have
We have
some
6x8. Yes, so we have 6x8.
So you can
Yeah, you can print 6x8 prints, and then we have 6x8 page protectors and 6x8
But
albums.
as far as a bound book, that's on our list.
Right.
So, and that's
We'd love to
something we
get
have
to
to
that
talk to
size.
White House about, and that'll
It's
be.
not a size right now that we know of that they do,
Right.
and so there's more technicality on the printer end, and then building out that because it's a different size and shape and everything like that on the.
But we know you guys
development end.
want it.
But
so.
yeah,
Someone, Letitia said, can you give us a hint regarding the big announcement that was teased by Becky a few days ago?
nope.
That was my answer.
But it's not FFT for Android.
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering about that. So.
I can't tell you that.
Someone asked if we would be getting more 10x10 color options.
Okay, I knew
Color
somebody was
options.
going to ask that, and I would like to answer that.
Please do.
That is something that is on our list that we would love to do right now because it is a niche product. There's not a lot of people doing 10x10. It does not make good business sense we have to order
a lot
of albums. So the way that that's going to get done is you have to share this goodness with your friends. Like, people need to know about the app. It is my dream. I'm going to be a Miss America contestant right now to share the Project Life app with the whole world because it's really amazing. And if you share it with your friends, and the more people are printing, the more you're going to be able to make those dreams come true. But right now, it's not happening yet. It's on the list.
That really is the biggest hang up, is that we have to order in mass quantity, and then we have to store them, and we have to pay for storage fees at a facility and all that kind of stuff. And just from a business perspective, every color that we bring in costs a lot of money, and until we can sell through them, which we've had the 10x10 albums in just the 2 colors for quite a while, and we still, I would imagine, have at least half of our inventory.
And the reason we did black and gray were because those were our best sellers. So
and they're neutral.
I mean, we've thought about all of this stuff, and we want to do it all. So it's on you. Share the app with your friends.
Buy the albums.
Okay, that's all the questions I have so far.
Okay, any other questions for us?
You wanna encourage
I
them
feel
to
like
share
we're
it
like,
real quick?
oh yeah.
We're
Share the
doing well.
broadcast. I know you got I've got people that are blowing up my watch right now with text messages, and you know who you are. You need to stop it because it's annoying. No.
It must be related to Kari.
No. No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what am I saying? Oh, share the broadcast. If you haven't shared the broadcast yet, and you are an Android user who would love to get Freeform text for free, share the broadcast. We're gonna choose.
Don't buy it right now.
That means
download.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Just
Chill for a minute.
Slow your roll and say a little prayer that your name is one of the ones that's drawn. But we're gonna choose 3 winners right after this broadcast of the people who have shared the broadcast. Now, if you are an iOS user and you've shared the broadcast and we choose you, then we'll see what we can do for you. The goal is to be able to obviously give Freeform text to 3 of our Android friends.
Right.
But if you are an iOS user and you have shared the broadcast, we love that you're sharing the broadcast. We do not mean to discourage that by any means. We can definitely come up with a prize for you as well.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, because Tracy just wrote, yay. She's installed it already.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, Tracy, or other people who may have been so excited about it that you already downloaded it, and if you share the broadcast and we choose you as a winner, again, we will come up with a way, because I'm pretty sure there's some new kits that you might like to get for free too.
We'll put your name in the.
I think Tracy is the one that asked. It's Tracy. I can't even pronounce her last name. Got a hammer in it. Anyways, Tracy, you know who I'm talking to. She's the one who asked about pinners.
Oh,
right. So if we pick your name, you can just come by and I'll give you a hug.
I'll give you. Yeah.
And I'll give you free kits instead of Freeform text.
There you go.
Because I'm the one who can give out all the goodness.
That kind of goodness. I can give other goodness. Come and see me. You know, like a kiss on the cheek, a picture with Wendy.
A high five.
My kids love that.
I know.
Pictures with me.
Guys, pictures
Anyway,
of Wendy really are.
before we go, I want to mention something that I've been getting a lot of questions about. Google Photos. So in iOS, we still can't integrate with Google Photos. That's a Google Photo thing. And so you have to download them first and then pull them in, and there's a workaround that makes it a little bit easier. That if you don't know it yet, let me know and just email me through the app, and I will let you know about that. For Android, Google Photos we've been able to integrate with. Well, Google Photos recently made some updates and changed some things, and it's harder to get to albums now. And there's just like some, and when they make changes, they aren't checking with us first. Like,
isn't that rude? Can you believe Google doesn't check with us before they update?
I wish. That'd be awesome.
Jeez.
That'd be awesome. Anyway, I would love to have it readily available in iOS too. So Devin, our developer, is on top of things. He's watching for new updates. He's trying to like work around with those things, and so we are aware of it. You might just have to download your photos to your device first, which I do anyway, because I like to put them in their own little album, because I don't want to have to go searching for anything. I know that I'm going to do this birthday party, or I know I'm going to do this vacation from like 20 years ago, apparently. And I'll put it all in one little album on my phone, and then that's all I have to do is go to that album and grab my pictures for my pages. Makes it a lot easier. So I know that's frustrating, but for right now, you got to do a little workaround. So
yeah. And then complain to Google that they didn't talk to us first.
Okay, Jennifer Lavender, Wendy, wants to know if you will be her new best friend.
Sure. Oh my gosh, I would love to. Where do
Wendy
you live?
loves best friends.
Please say you live by an ocean. I'll come and see you. We have no water here.
But true, Lake Pleasant is not that far away.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really nice. I've never been there. I've lived here for 15 years.
The beaches aren't
You've
the
never
same.
been to Lake Pleasant?
No.
And there's no waves,
The heck?
which makes me a little bit nervous. I'm like, is this fresh water? Like, is it sitting still?
Stagnant? Is this like a bathtub that's been sitting here for 20 hours?
Okay, one other question. I don't know if we have this already. Someone asked if we can do a video on how to organize our photos in Dropbox to easily create albums. Do we have a...
Not on Dropbox.
We have a really great blog post by our tech guy, Kevin. What the heck? Or
What the tech?
what the tech?
That's his
Kevin?
catchphrase, Kevin.
Anyway,
What the
there's
tech?
a blog post on our blog. If you search Dropbox, you'll find it. And he explains a lot of stuff with Dropbox. There's no video.
No. Organizing is a tricky thing only because everyone organizes so differently. I can explain to you how I have mine organized, and that is basically I have like my main Dropbox folder that has my name on it, because I have that, just says Kari. And within that, I've got like all my different folders that have stuff, but I have one that specifically says photos and videos. And then within that folder, I have a folder that is videos specifically, and then I have individual folders for different events. So for example, if it is Ashton's 3rd birthday or whatever, my pictures for that event would go into there. So they're not really albums per se, but I just organize folders by event. Some of my older ones are organized by year. In my iPhoto library, that's actually how they're organized. They're organized by like 2017, and then I have a folder for each month, January, February, March, April, May, because I can know like, oh, we went to here during this month, and I can go back and find things. So a lot of it comes down to how you personally would be able to recall or access what it is that you're wanting to find. But I would organize probably the same way you can in Dropbox, where you can just by the year pull them. A lot of it just depends on where your photos are at right now and how you're pulling them all together. That's why some of my older ones are by event, because they weren't organized by year, the ones that were actually downloaded to my computer. And so that's why they're event versus year. Whereas in my iPhoto library, I can actually do a scan and set up smart folders by specific parameters like year, date, all that kind of stuff. And that's why those are well organized by year and month, because it's just easier to do it intuitively in the Photos app on my Mac.
I think the most important thing to remember when you're organizing and using Dropbox is to name your pages in the app the same as you're going to name them in Dropbox, so you can identify them, especially if they are, well, first of all, it's very small view, if they're JPEGs, and if you've saved them as editable backups, it will be PL pages, and those you can't view in Dropbox. I get that question a lot. Why can't I see them? It's because those PL pages are only read by the app, so you have to pull them in a little bit different way. But if they're named, you know exactly what page that is. So.
And someone suggested Miss Freddie. Does Miss Freddie have stuff like that on her?
She might. She has a ton of great information on her website about backing up and storage. I don't know if she has anything specific to Dropbox and backing up to Dropbox and how it's all organized and stuff like that. But yeah, MissFreddie.com. It's our friend Casey. Casey Von Stein. She's a former member of our creative team and just an overall digital backup, scanning, get your stuff, Project Lifer, like you name it. She's done tutorials on photo books and has shared a lot. She does have a free backup boot camp. I'm not sure if it's still running or not. Sorry, Casey, if I'm misquoting. But anyway, go check out MissFreddie.com. I know that she did like a free 2 or 3 day class all about backing up. I just don't remember exactly what the content is or if she has videos and stuff on like Dropbox specifically.
In our YouTube is, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Tony's hot digital mess or whatever, where Kevin talked with me about organizing my photos in Dropbox.
Yes, and that was done on Facebook Live. So there's a playlist there that talks about live videos. If you go there, it talks specifically
on our YouTube channel.
Go to YouTube, search Becky Higgins LLC. And then that playlist, I think, is towards the bottom. Anyway, it just says, I think it says live videos. And it says something about Tony's digital hot mess or something like that.
Tony is a hot mess.
Her name is Haiti that we're talking to. And she says that you're awesome and she loves your brain.
Oh,
yeah, she's got a good
you're
brain.
so nice.
Her brain.
My brain.
Her brain is
Wendy, way better than my
all
brain.
kinds of offers. Jennifer, who wants to be your best friend, lives in Oklahoma.
Oh, yes, Oklahoma.
I know.
We'll go together.
I would like to know what part of Oklahoma
We'll
you're
road
from,
trip.
Jennifer.
Nobody wants to be my best friend.
That's where my daughter
They just
is.
said how wonderful your brain is.
I know, sure. I have a good brain.
I have never gotten
Wendy's
that
just-
compliment
Wendy's
in
just
my life.
Wendy's just the friend that everybody wants. And I can't, honestly, everyone should have a best friend like Wendy.
Yes.
They really should.
Thanks.
I know I've said that before here, but really, everyone should have a best friend
I'm
like
getting-
Wendy.
You've got
But
Jennifer in Virginia Beach. Tracy says Wendy can visit the beach is less than 2 hours away. Kelly's in Florida.
There you go.
Sweet.
There you go. See, you've got all
Oh my
kinds
gosh.
of beach houses
Do
to
you
go
think
to.
that BH would like cover it?
Probably.
Oh, Haiti says Wendy is so smart too.
She
Thank
is,
you.
you guys. Wendy is smart. She's a smart
I'm
cookie.
smart in other ways.
She's a
That's
smart
that's what my
cookie.
mom and dad always told me.
Someone asked if Becky is still scanning her scrapbooks.
Yep,
It's
she is.
an ongoing project in her home.
And she'll be like, she's
And
got
she
so
hires
many-
it out. Like, she's
Yes.
got random kids that will come through her
Yes.
house and scan a couple pages for her and make a couple bucks. It's
And
awesome.
I mean, in fact, she
I'm a-
showed just the other day on stories
Yeah.
how she was paying Shark.
I'm a little offended that she hasn't invited me over to scan her pages. Like, I'll take the money for that.
Kind of busy.
She knows
It's
your
true.
workload.
I'll
Carrie.
send my daughter. I'll say, can I send Ashton over on Saturday?
There
She
you
needs
go.
to make some money.
Only she'll
So
take
yes, so Jennifer, that is an ongoing project that
Yes.
she's still working on.
It'll take them a while. She's
Yes.
got like 140 scrapbooks or something like that. So.
Oh, and I was going to mention really quickly about FFT. We talked about this in our last broadcast when we gave it to iOS. But it's really great for your little home businesses because you can make your own ads and things using FFT, and it looks super professional.
FFT? Where are you
If I
from?
tell you, I'm like, what are you
'Cause I'm
saying?
getting ready to go visit the shore in Texas. I know there's an ocean by Texas. I do know that.
Galveston. Boats go out of
See,
Galveston. Big
I'm
ships.
smart. Yes. Okay.
Cruise ships.
Anyway, but for like the mascara stuff that I sell a little bit of, I just made. In fact, I should post it today, and you guys should go look at it and tell me what you think. It's just a picture of my face, but I put all the little names of the colors that I'm
that's
using,
smart.
like over my face. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking everybody that sells mascara should have the app and use it in that way.
Totally.
Like.
Yeah.
Wendy
You can
should-
make money
Wendy
off the
should
app.
do a training for the company based on that. But yeah, you can totally do that. Use the collage template, bring in cards, bring in photos, add your freeform text right there, export your collage. You've got it done right there.
You can do your thought bubbles.
Yep.
You can know everything I was thinking when I was taking this picture.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm sure you did it in your
I know.
doorway.
Yeah, you
Always.
gotta do it in the doorway. North, south, that sunlight. Becky actually taught me that before I even worked for her. We were just girlfriends, and yeah, she taught me that. So your doorway is a magical place.
Hashtag BH photo tips.
There you go.
Well,
If you face the
I was
right
gonna
direction.
say your doorway is only magical if you face the right direction.
Oh yes,
I don't
because
think
mine
that
in morning.
Yeah,
no,
my
I face
doorway
east.
does not have good sunlight.
No.
Okay, you were wise when you bought your home.
Any last questions for us?
Haiti did ask, what Dropbox plan do you have? And I know that just all depends on how many pictures you have.
Right. Truth be told, don't be mad.
She has a problem.
No, I don't actually. But I'm fortunate to work for a company who has a team business account. And so I kind of have a lot of Dropbox space.
Because once you have Dropbox and you're sharing with somebody else, like you share that space.
But if I were like a personal user or whatever, I truthfully would pay for.
I have the one that's $9.99 a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a 1 or 2 terabyte plan, something like that. Like I would
$10
pay.
a month. Okay.
See, and I know for me, for example, totally different scenario, but on iOS, my iCloud backup, I originally paid for like the 99 cents a month, which was like 500 gigabytes, and then I needed more than that, so I paid $2.99 a month or whatever. Now I pay $9.99. Anyway, I can't do a broadcast without singing. That's unfortunate. Sorry. I pay $9.99 a month in iOS specifically just to back up to iCloud, so that it's backing up my photo stream and all my apps and stuff like that in iOS. So I pay $10 a month for that to have like their 1 or 2 terabyte plan. So a lot of it's going to depend on the size of your photo library. I mean, truth be told, I have like a photo library of like 90,000.
But if you're using it just for your pages and you don't have Dropbox, they do have that little free one that has limited space.
Yes.
But you can use it for your pages, and then once your pages are printed, if you don't want your pages anymore, I just delete pages that I know that's like a no for a lot of people, but
yeah, if you're storing all of your personal photos in Dropbox, you're going to end up paying for an account if you have any reasonable size of photo library. If you are wanting to just use it as a quick and easy way to export your pages, to save them, and then you want to take them from your computer and then move them onto like an external hard drive or onto your personal desktop or whatever, then you can probably just do the free account and then just export to Dropbox, and then when you're sitting down at your computer the next time, take all those pages out of Dropbox and save them to an external or something like that. That's another option too. But if you're looking to store your photo library there, you're probably going to have to pay for storage, and that's just going to depend on how many pictures you have. So, but I will tell you now, it is worth it. I use Dropbox all the time for everything. I access it from my phone all the time. I also have another backup. So I have my pictures backed up in Dropbox. I also have them backed up on an external hard drive. And then I also have my whole computer system and my external external hard drive backed up to another cloud system called Backblaze. Now there's another Facebook Live that we did a while ago that you can find on our YouTube channel where I talked about backing up because I actually
Tell why.
I lost an external hard drive. My external hard drive died. If any of you follow Tara Thewison on Instagram, she was posting on her stories just yesterday about how she heard a clicking noise in her external hard drive and her external hard drive died. I think she was able to recover it. I'm not totally sure. I'm certain that Tara is not watching this broadcast. But reality is, if you're storing all your pictures, all your Project Life pages, all your things on an external hard drive, there is a high probability that at some point in the life of that hard drive, it will die. So I will always recommend having some sort of a cloud-based backup, whether that is Dropbox, whether that's Backblaze. Like I said, Dropbox is where I store a lot of documents, but I still back up my whole system and my external hard drive to another cloud backup, which for me is Backblaze. I think we pay, I don't know, I pay for it annually because it's a little bit less expensive if you pay for the year all at one time. But I don't know, guys, it's a real thing, and hard drives die all the time. All the time.
Part of the times that we live in.
So there you have it, Haiti. I'm sorry for my little tangent there, but I will highly recommend that everybody have at least a 2 or 3 tiered backup system.
Yes.
Jennifer Lavender, you still need to tell me what part of Oklahoma you live in. She says, am I the only one who wants to yell, hi, Becky, every time I see her walk across the background?
Becky's probably going, are they still talking?
Actually,
it's been about an hour, you guys.
Go.
We always say Appy hour, and we don't mean to like extend it beyond like what the content really should be.
Oh, what are you guys having for lunch? Because I want to talk about lunch.
Oh, seriously, you guys, here in our office.
Are you asking them or us?
Yeah, all of us.
We typically
Give
ask
me
each
some
other.
ideas.
We typically ask each other what's for lunch by about 9:30 in the morning.
Jennifer Lavender. She says, am I the only one?
They keep seeing you walking across the back, and they're like, is it just me, or does everybody want to say hi, Becky, every time that she walks by?
Jennifer.
So they're more distracted by you than listening to us.
I don't mean to be distracting, but I get hungry about like this time every day. I get hungry. And this morning I had Raisin Bran. It's not sustaining me. So I couldn't wait for the broadcast to be over.
Yeah. You need a little more protein than the Raisin Bran.
I know. I actually was doing
whatever
really
you
good with
want.
hard-boiled eggs, but wow, we just got off topic.
I
Okay.
know. So anyway.
I want to tell Jennifer. She says she's halfway between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. My daughter is in Tahlequah,
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
Tony's daughter serving her mission in Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
but she
Yeah.
leaves next week.
Yeah.
From there.
So,
to another area.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, that's a whole nother story, and we could go on and on and on about that.
Have a
But
good lunch.
you guys enjoy your lunch. For some of you, it's probably time for breakfast, and for some of you, you're probably like curled up on the couch with a pint of Ben and Jerry's, ready for bed. And that's how I get ready for bed.
And for some of you that aren't watching this yet, your friends that are watching this right now are going to let you know about this, and you can watch it later.
Yep. So share the broadcast. You've got one more second to share the broadcast to get a chance to win Freeform text for Android if you're an Android user. If we randomly draw you and you are not an Android user, or you were super anxious and already bought Freeform text, get in touch with us and we will make sure that you get a magical unicorn of a prize for your sharing.
Tap the green question mark and let me know.
AKA the magical unicorn. Okay, we love you guys. Thanks so much for your time.
Peace out.
Watching. We hope it was
No gang
helpful.
signs. Wait, where's the stop? Oh, and okay, say bye.
Bye-bye.